Yo guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today we are going to be touring my base. This is tour 6 of my underground base. So, first things first, I wanted to talk about the first new upcoming floor. Here's how it's going on. This is all going to be stairs. I'm probably going to do some sort of waterfall design here. We are going to be digging a lot of this out. This is one of the next floors that we're working on, but for now let's get to the current floor that I'm working on, the farming division. And as you can see here, we are now in the farming division. I do need to get some glass back over this. This is my villager breeder setup. As you can see though, however, it is a little bit different in the fact that it has now been routed the opposite direction and we'll be running down this track here. I need to get more rails going on, but this track here will be running all the way to what is going to be my trade station set up for the farm. So due to the mass of plants that we get from these farms, I want to be able to sell the plants and get me some emeralds out of it. So in order to do that, I need a lot of farmers. Now the problem with the Ocean Monument Trade Hall is the fact that if I am not AFKing there at a certain time of day, my villagers will never reset. Which is fine for most trade hall setups or ones that have switchboards like this right here. This is a switchboard design. I'm going to be talking about this in a minute. I do want to show this. I wanted to do the tour because while I have done a little bit here, as you can see here, we're going to talk about the switchboard design and then we'll get on to some more completed stuff. So this here is my switchboard design for a villager trade hall. I will be implementing this into the Ocean Monument soon enough once I get the hall set up and everything. It's going to take a little bit to get that thing set up, honestly, and I don't know. I might downscale some of it or maybe not make all of the trade hall part. I don't know yet, and this can go ahead and go away. Perfect, the redstone's still running there. Okay, that is the perfect way to run this. So the switchboard setup is basically to where it will make this rail change from going from this direction to the opposite direction. So let's go ahead and switch the switch and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So downwards means that there is no villager currently occupying the slot, so we need a villager. Upward means that the villager slot is filled, so we can go ahead and skip that one. When we turn off the redstone, it will make the rail turn the opposite direction, meaning that when a minecart travels across this rail, it'll just jump on into the curve along, and then curve straight up into here, which is the second slot. Say the second slot is filled with a villager too though. Well then, activate the slot occupied lever. So go ahead and activate occupied, and as you now see, it will also be skipping to this one, which will then run into there. Say that one's full, activate slot occupied. I have a lot of levers to be done, and I need to get some redstone going on. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and set them all back to default status, which is unoccupied being down. Down means unoccupied, needing a villager, and up means having a villager. The way the villagers are sent in, of course, is over here. Hopefully this dispenser system will work now. I have it where it will place a cart. It works in my nether. I have one that I run through the nether, but it's actually built in some random cave that I use another portal to find. But anyway, let's not talk about that. We're working on this. But anyway, on to the completed part of the design. That's going to be a trading hall station, so I can just run through here and sell all the plants I'm getting. I have beetroots as well as potatoes growing in that one, and I have carrots growing in this one. I eventually want to separate the beetroots and the potato one just because I don't know how well that's working. Beetroots might take over, and I might stop getting carrots eventually. If it does, that'll work out. Whichever plant wins, that'll be that silo. But as you can see here, everything... Oh, what? How? The fact that all of this got into wheat trips me out. I wonder how all of this got into wheat. Okay, so it should have all went into here if it wasn't supposed to be there. We'll do that. And then somehow beetroot got in the wheat. Weird. So this is an auto sorter, and I don't know why it bugged out there on the wheat. I guess there was just... It had a major jam, and I didn't realize it. I had placed hoppers wrong, so it wasn't actually self-feeding. Which is weird because it was running for a bit and then it just quit all of a sudden. And I was wondering why the count wasn't going up for the carrots. I thought maybe the carrot farmer wasn't depositing carrots at all. He is in fact depositing carrots. It's just a kind of a slow rate, it does seem. The carrots definitely need a boost. I think I've got him cleared up now. Maybe he'll start producing better on the carrot yield. For some reason, the potato and the beetroot yield was just so much better. Or maybe they've just been working so much longer than the carrots that it's a lot larger of a yield. But as you can see here, tons of plants there to be sold to villagers once I get the trade hall set up. On to the other section of the base. Also, I will be showing you the second next floor that will be worked on after we finish off the farming hall setup. We only need to build like one more farm there for you know, we're either going to get all beetroots in that first slot or we're going to get all potatoes in that first slot, and whichever one wins, well, we're going to make the third one either potato or beetroot. But I wanted to show you this. This has now been completed. Actually, a lot of this floor is completed now completely. Looks pretty nice. I love it. Here is what's going on with the melon farm. I don't know if I showed this yet, but as you can see here, I get melon slices in here. I take them, I turn them into melon. Right here, I also showed this in the previous tour, but we'll go ahead and talk about it again. Barrel silo storage, where the barrels are automatically filled like a dispenser system with the storage silos up there automatically feeding into the barrel, filling them up. You can see here we have a whole another side here to go. I think I'm going to turn this back wall as well into more chests because I found some more stuff that I think I'm going to be able to get barrels filled with relatively easy, and like sugarcane, I have tons of that stuff. Copper, I would like to see barrels and or chest and chest of copper. I'd like to see that in chest form. As you can see, we have the wheat farm going on down there, so once it starts to fill up in the auto sorter, we will be taking it here. We'll go ahead and get this out of that silo. We must have dropped that during construction. But as you can see here, this part is done. I could show you the top part, but it's just, you know, it's the same input setup as what it was before. We've got it all glassed in though now, except for that for some reason, which is fine, I guess. As you can see here, all the walls look way better in here. This is what's going on now. Ceiling, I did that last video. This is all decorated now. This hallway kind of has a proper feeling. And on into what is going to be the other next floor. So the other next floor, while eventually this will probably go down deeper, I've actually decided it's not really going to be about the going deeper as much as it's just going to be about mining out this entire mine shaft. I want to go through here and just mine out this entire area where the mine shaft's at, so that I can use it as like an area of my own and build whatever I want in there. I might leave the mine shaft structures itself, like all this, and use it as like the guidelines to create the hallways around the base. I might not. I don't really know yet. It really is, I think it's really difficult to try and take a mine shaft and turn it into something and retain the mine shaft structure while also keeping the theme of your base. I don't know, it's an interesting project, but this mine shaft will end up being the next floor of the base. I'm thinking the creeper farm may finally be coming to pass. We're going to be stairwelling down here, which has the entryway down there, but also the stairwells will lead up into this top balcony area. Now I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a nice little balcony area here, just to kind of come up here, look down, see stuff there. Maybe I'll put up some tables and chairs up here just to have like a little lounge-ish area of the base. There's so much to this base, it's so big, I kind of just need to do that now. But yeah, that is what this floor is looking like. The farm floor is also going on. We do have this looking like this now. I'm not sure how much of this I had done, but here is where we are at now. Looks a lot better in here. I'll go ahead and show you the input chest as well. As you can see here, this is now the input chest. This room, I've decorated it up here. Looks a lot better in here. I'm not sure, once again, how much I had decorated, but this is how it's looking now. It does feel complete in this area. However, I still have the issue of having to run all the way upstairs for any other sort of item that aren't listed in the silo storage, which really creates a very long build time for working on the farm area down there, just due to the fact that I constantly have to run all the way up these stairs just to get to my chest. And I've started to think of how I can handle certain things, because even in auto sorters, it's typically like a one-block auto sorter, and multi-block auto sorters are just kind of a nightmare, and I don't really know if they even really exist. But I was thinking maybe making like stair chest, half slab chest. That way any sort of stair block or half slab could be put into like a bulk stair and half slab chest, just so that I could check it and be like, okay, what type of half slabs do I have? what type of stairs do I have and putting it right next to the silo storage down there, so that whenever I'm building and doing designs and I'm like, oh, well, let's see if I already have some crafted, I can just instantly check there. Like, I could also have a fence chest and then also a wall chest for all the different types of walls. That way I wouldn't have to have chests up here, for instance, just to store polished andesite slab, stairs, polished andesite, maybe even a chest for just polished blocks, polished and or already cut blocks. I think a cut block chest would be fine as well, because there's not actually too many blocks that I have that are what I would consider cut blocks, which would be any of the deep slate blocks that turn from polished to deep slate tiles, anything like that. All of that could just be thrown in a cut block chest, so that when I have polished diorite, I can throw that somewhere, or polish this, I can throw that somewhere, and I won't have to hold on to any of these chests, and it would only be a couple little additions to the downstairs area. I also think that maybe ores all are going to eventually need their own silo anyway, so that's why I'm thinking on the next silo design. As for the skeleton farm, I have not been anywhere near that. That still is a plan. I've got the portal lined out to it, but I've just haven't gotten to getting too much done lately besides getting that floor finished decorated. I finished that. It looks a lot nicer. The walls look a lot better in there. And then tonight I finally got the villager trade hall design figured out for what I'm going to do. The next thing I need to do is go get some redstone dust so that I can finish, and of course some more levers, which I can make plenty of levers. No problem. I got plenty of stuff for that. But I need to go ahead and get the switchboard design for this villager railway system, and then I need to go grab more rails, because I know I still have some in a chest somewhere. I need to grab more rails so that I can run this. I also need to run the powered railed systems in here. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit that in yet, but maybe we'll see here. So, technically, we could just be running a torch under one every other block. Like, this could be a powered rail and be no problem. It wouldn't be interfering with this. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. I don't think the block under this one is going to be... Yeah, it doesn't interfere with the hoppers. Okay. So the thing about building underground is that some of your stuff starts to intertwine. Like right here, this little hollowed out area here is the roof part of the auto sorting room. So right next to where the villagers are going to be ported to. So it is very, very much fun doing this. But I can't wait to show y'all what this is looking like when it is completed. However, I have a lot of stuff to do still to finish it. Hopefully I get it done soon enough. Hopefully y'all can see that. I will be doing a video when I get this section done. I kind of want to get this section done and then get the stairs down here at least done. I'm not sure on what I'm going to do next after, but for now I guess I just need to focus on this farm section, because I have a whole nother plot area to place down here for just so I can, you know, even out the load a little bit. It might even be 2 plots. I'm not sure what I'm going to do since it's kind of a bigger area than these other 2 parts. And then, of course, the glass around all of this, I want to go through and clear up and get rid of any sort of weirdness. Also, I would really like to get this guy's machine here out of the side of the wall, because it just does not seem to be a good place in my own opinion. Also, this is fine. But I do believe that is all. I am going to get out of here. I do need to get back to this. I need to get some redstone going on. I need to get me some rails. And I need to get a lot of levers. And then I also need to start getting a lot of villagers going on. So I guess I better go buy some bread from the Ocean Monument Trade Center. But I am out. See you. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. And peace mode.